Joseph YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Jonah Hill trends after getting accused of being a misogynist and emotionally abusive / controlling by ex Sarah Brady. So guys, this is a pretty hot topic right now. But basically, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend decided to come out of the woodworks, out of nowhere, and speak out about the challenges she had in her past relationship with Jonah Hill. Now, I want you guys to really pay attention to some of this, because this seems to be a theme. You know, if you look at like the Keke Palmer situation with the Usher and the Winnie Harlow thing I just talked about, now we have Jonah Hill kind of going through the same thing. It's along the same lines, right? So the headline that I caught on Instagram read, Jonah Hill trends after his ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady goes off on Instagram about their previous relationship. In this post, there are texts that are shared kind of out of context. So you're catching the conversation / disagreement fight that they had in the middle here. But we're going to read a few of these messages, right? The first one is a message from her to Jonah Hill that says, all the posts I removed from my page. And so she had to delete a couple of posts that he was obviously uncomfortable with. He responds and says, good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. So here we see that there's been a repetitive breach of boundaries in this relationship that the ex has been crossing and Jonah Hill has been uncomfortable with. By the way, any Jonah Hill fans, man, I'm a Jonah Hill fan. I think he's an incredible actor. Let's keep on reading. Goes on to say, I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy. And so he's like, hey, I've already told you what it is. And this is really interesting because in the last video I did, I talked about how important it is for guys today in relationships. Because man, these women out here, bro, when you find a chick today, most men today are going to go through this, right? You're going to go on her Instagram. You're going to go look at her profile and you're going to be like, why are you posting? Come on, man. No. You're taken, for most men, you're not going to want her acting like she's single online. How do modern women act like they're single online? They post pictures barely dressed for other men's entertainment. That's how they advertise today, what they have to offer. Why? Because that's what they've been taught to offer to men today. Let's keep reading. And so he responds back with photos that she still has on her page that he was uncomfortable with. More photos here. I'm playing this video. And he says, respect however you want to live your life. You only get one. Sort of done with explaining myself. So it seems like this is a situation where he's gone back and forth with her and been like, yo, I don't want you posting pictures of you and your cheeks hanging out. You're barely dressed. And there were other issues that we're going to read in the future. Now, I will say this. What I am hearing is he actually met this chick like within the surfer community, and things began to change after they start to date because he laid out plainly his boundaries and expectations for the women that he dates. It goes on to show her response. She says, 3 removed, not the video yet. It is my best surfing video. We don't give an F. Take it down, Jonah Hill says. Fast, not slow. She goes on to say, would you feel better if the cover frame was different? Nah, take it down. Take it out. Any more specific ones that bother you? Any more specific ones? The question is, do you want the Jonah Hill experience or not? Do you want the Jonah Hill experience or not? He responds and says, yes, one that isn't of your cheeks. That's the other word, in a thong. Me imagining him saying that just is funny, man. And she responds and says, not a thong, but K. And so, guys, it actually gets worse. She goes on Instagram and starts to share screenshots of their conversation. I don't know if this chick signed like a NDA. This is exactly why I see exactly why a lot of celebrities make a lot of these chicks sign NDAs. Bitter women who date you and then later on they're just like, can't get you out of their mind. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna expose this man. She captions the screenshot, I don't care for your misogyny. And screenshots him saying, "You're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I've been vulnerable as possible, and I'm telling you, I'm needing you to step up to the plate, which you can. I am sure of it. But these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. Do you want the Jonah Hill experience?" He goes on to say, "I respect our love of surfing, but I respect myself as well." Man, a lot of male celebrities stepping up right now, speaking up. He goes on to say, "And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. If you want marriage and family, you can't use the 25 card. Step up and cut. These people don't get your time or your kindness at the sacrifice of minds." Sounds like he's not only dealing with her posting photos that he's uncomfortable with, but her hanging around male friends, other guys, 304s, etc. And she also put another caption here on this post that says, "By these people," in quotation mark, meant any friend of mine that he hadn't personally approved. And so she shared this screenshot that she responded to him with and captioned it, "You make me sick." She says, "That makes me feel like you're testing me to see if you should keep me around." Hold on. All right, let's do it. "That makes me feel like you're testing me to see if you should keep me around or dump me because there's something wrong with me, like I'm a nerdy dork, unaware, naive, idiot socially. I hear you." And he responds and says, "Those are your words, not mine. Just delete the photos." She posted, "Sharing this publicly now because keeping it to myself is causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it could ever do." You're sharing it because you want attention. You probably realize you effed up. And what she's looking for is for the public, which are mostly feminist, including the men today, the modern weak men, to say, you were in the right. You are not missing out, when the truth is you probably should have stuck and it probably was not worth it. All right, probably should have stuck to those rules. Here's another screenshot captioned, "This is what healing looks like." She says, "I'm feeling good so far, mostly just relief and validation is what's coming out of this." But yes, relief and validation. I called it. That's what she wants, is validation. She wants the sisterhood, the female empowerment squad to pat her back and say, "You did the right thing." You didn't do the right thing. There are people out here who disagree with you. And your own reality will probably show you that top percent man that you probably are going to wish you kind of stuck with. It goes on to say, "Yet somehow I continue to feel less turmoil and more relief. Maybe because I already have been through being with a celebrity and all the public attention that comes with that. I don't know. The past year and a half, people have been curious and I've still been protecting him. Now I never have to ever again. I feel like now I'm allowed to be honest with others and myself, and before I didn't feel like I was allowed to. Honestly, being so much happier since I started sharing and not too spooked by all the public attention." So of course, guys, we've got more posts here of her trying to expose Jonah Hill. This one is captioned, "This is high-key so embarrassing." So this one's captured, "This is embarrassing," because she agreed to enter the relationship knowing what he expected of his ideal partner, and she's embarrassed that she agreed to those terms even though she was not forced into those terms. Here she shared a screenshot that says, "Understood. I don't need or want surfing with men without you there unless they are trusted close friends," in parentheses, "mutually agreed upon." And so she's like acknowledging, right? "I don't need or want boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men. I don't need or want to model. I don't need or want to post pictures of myself in a bathing suit for the next year unless it is a tasteful," parentheses, "likely surfing photo you have pre-approved." And listen, guys, you may be sitting here going, oh, this is so controlling. It's not about whether it's controlling or not. I'm not saying I agree with everything that he's out here stating that he requires. I'm saying, is the man allowed to let women know upfront what it is? As long as he's not asking the woman to hurt herself or whatever. Like, is he allowed to set his expectations? Yes, he is. And so are you as a man. She goes on to say, I do not need or want to post sexual pictures, friendships with unstable women from my recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. That's right. That's right.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Yes, sir. Jonah's got them in check. Jonah's not playing with them, man. And so he responded and says, take some responsibility and operate with respect. It's that simple. Because I'm tired of your attitude. Oh, he's not playing with her. Towards surf culture, that content and that place, because I deserve respect, period. I've been more than patient, and then shit like this is still here. F that contest, F that place, and F not respecting me always in every situation within surf culture. And you don't get me. It's hurtful and unacceptable to me. Get it? I don't know if you get it. Okay, some more screenshots. Here's another screenshot from him. This is where he lays out things plain and simple. It says, if you need surfing with men, if you need boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, if you need to model, if you need to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, if you need to post sexual pictures, if you need friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it. And there will be no hard feelings. He's like, hey, it's cool. If you're happy, you can go do that, but it's just not with me. These are my boundaries for romantic partners. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. And he says, see the misuse of the term boundaries. No, we don't see the misuse, ma'am. And I think I read these backwards. I should have read the other one than this one. But anyways, a few more right here, guys. This next post is titled Icky to see how I took blame for him. She responds back to him, says, I'm so sorry. Oh no, you got to do it. I'm so sorry I said that. I had a couple of beers and I'm just upset. Feeling like we can't do surf social things without an uncomfortable situation arising that usually feels like my fault somehow. I feel you pulling away, and then the feeling of being defective creeps in. I think I'm not socially intelligent enough to meet your needs as a partner, and then I get frustrated and angry at myself and just want you to rip the Band-Aid off if I'm not good enough for you. In moments of conflict, my brain thinks you want to dump me because I'm not good enough for you and you're the GOAT. And you can do better, and you will immediately once you end things with me. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Will and probably already has. He responds and says, you're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust. Oh shit. Dude, I read these texts so effed up backwards, but it's okay. I'm sure you guys will understand. This one is the last one for sure. It says, I hope my ex has a daughter. Maybe she'll turn him into a real feminist, because the fact that he calls himself a feminist now is laughable. So guys, that's it, man, as far as this post. From what I see, he had expectations for a chick who probably was not ready to live the type of life that he would ideally want with a partner. And, you know, it's better that you as a man figure this stuff out earlier than later. Listen, guys, no comments for this video. I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you, as always, for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.